Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use this e.l.f. Lock On Brow and Liner Cream. It's in the shade Espresso. Always been using it. First thing we're going to do is brush our brows in place. And right now I am outlining. I'm not overlining or underlining. I'm outlining the top part of my brow. And then we're going to go ahead and outline the bottom part of my brow. Now, if you notice, I went more into the front end of my brow than the top. We'll focus on that in a little bit. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and fill in the top and bottom lines together. Now, working on the tail, I'm going to go ahead and first outline where my tail is, and then I'll be connecting those lines together. Take your time, and it's okay if you make any mistakes, but take your time. Right now, we're starting off very light and gentle hand, but this is for more of a natural looking brow if that's what you're going for. Go ahead and fill in. Now, as you can see, I did not overline. This is my actual shape of the brow. It's just more complete and filled in. Going ahead and using the excess to, brush up. I did not dip into any, extra cream. I just used the excess of whatever was on the brush. Now, for a more glam look, I usually have my brows more bolder. So right now, I'm going to darken everything out. Previous look was more of a natural glam. Or natural to subtle glam. But this one is for a full glam. So I'm going to go ahead and make my brows more bolder by darkening it out. As you can see, now it looks more fuller. Now I'm going to go ahead and brush up. This just makes it more of a natural blend. Now I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Makeup Stick Conceal. And I'm going to go ahead and outline my brows. This is just to make it cleaner and sharp, but it also makes it pop out more because concealer is for, highlighting basically. So I'm being very careful. And go ahead and sharpen that tail out just a little more. Now I'm going to go ahead and re-outline. This is going to make my brow more, more perfect, I guess you can say in simple terms. Now grabbing a cosmetic wedge, I like this better because it's easier to, blend because the angle makes it more precise. I'm going to go ahead and, take away that concealer very gently. Now my brow looks more fuller. Now using the Ulta Beauty Brow Shaping Gel. This is in clear. If you're wondering why it's brown, that's because clearly the mixture of the gel gets onto it. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and gel down my brows so they don't go flying anywhere. As you can see, I'm staying inside the lines, making sure I grab every hair possible. Next, I'm going to go ahead and brush over it just to make sure everything is brushed down into place. Now, adding a gel on top of your brows does make a difference. It really does. So as you can see, my brows are looking more precise instead of this baldy over here. So we're going to go ahead and do the other eye. And I'm not going to fast forward at all, just so you can see it more clear. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same exact steps, except I'm going to skip the natural look. So I'm going straight into being bold. Now, there is another way. If you do not have a brow shaping gel and you want your brows to stay in place, you can easily use a hairspray or a regular gel. However, if you use a regular hair gel, I recommend you do that first. And if you do a hairspray, that should be your last step. Now, let's say you didn't do your brows and your brows are not waxed or threaded. I recommend you apply a base foundation first to eliminate any coloring from any outside hairs. Or like you could pluck out the bold hairs and then apply the foundation, so that way it sort of erases any, you know, stranded hairs that might get in the way, and then proceed on to doing your brow steps. So if you notice, I don't know if you guys see my previous eyebrow tutorial. If you haven't, it'll be linked down below. Basically, my steps are mostly the same. There's just a few different twists, and I'm also giving you guys tips and tricks on what to do as well. Now, you can also apply a powder on top if you guys are into that. So usually you'll basically do the same steps I'm doing right now, but before you add the brow shaping gel, you'll go ahead and set your brow cream with the powder and then use a gel, but it's totally optional. I used to do my brows with powder as well if I'm going for a more natural look. However, in this case, I am about to do a full glam video right after this. So